Cancer. Joe here. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Joe. For those that do, welcome back. I'm finally getting back to my normal routine. 2020, the last few months really kicked my ass, you know. And I know it's been hard on everybody. So this is your spirit guide message for mid-January 2021. It's very hard to get used to saying that. So this is about the 15th through 31st, and leading into the beginning of February. All right. We are going to pull an angel card, an oracle card, and whatnot, and then some tarot cards. And we're going to talk about your spirit guide message, your guided spirit message, I should say. My disclaimer is not going to be for everybody, Cancer. Cannot be. So if it's not for you, that's okay. Just drop it. There's always another message at another time that might be for you. Alright. Well, I fumbled that. Yeah, it's been a lot of away time from doing videos and whatnot. It's just been literally impossible. One thing after another, you know. So interesting. Synchronicity. I like when that card comes out because you're being reminded that there are many things in the unseen around you trying to get your attention. So that synchronicity is coming out for you in January, specifically mid-January. Yeah, so this is about going through a difficult time. This is about a struggle. And in that struggle, you're being reminded synchronistically that not to give up, because this is just temporary. So this synchronicity is coming through. This is from all the angels. This is from your guides. And this is from Source. This is saying that pay attention. Or it's saying more specifically, you know, when you're going through these struggles, we're sending you these synchronistic messages, which are reminding you to keep the faith, be strong, keep going, ask for help, and you will receive that help. You have this blessing for solace and hope. And so to me, this is all about that synchronistic kind of pattern in your life that you might be experiencing. And it's because you're going through a difficult time, and it's reminding you to have hope because the end is near and this is just temporary. So what does that synchronicity mean? Well, it could be any number of things. I had a period of time in my life where the synchronicity was off the chart. It was constantly, it was all day long for like 2 years, and I was going through a very difficult time, and it was a constant reminder to me that you're not alone. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I mean, I could give so many examples, but I don't want to turn this reading into me. But as an example, I would always get several times a day phone calls, text messages, emails, that type of thing, always at 11 after the hour. So it would always be at 1:11, 2:11, 3:11, 4:11. It would happen all day long, nearly every day, and it was just something that actually annoyed me at times because I didn't understand. It took a while for me to understand that when this problem started clearing up my life, that slowly started going away, and it's not something I really see too often anymore, and it's not something I was really looking for either. It just was something that was constantly there. So it could be anything. It could be the same song that you're hearing at a certain time of day every day. It could be anything. So if you're experiencing that synchronicity, this reading's for you, and it's reminding you that you're not abandoned. Okay. You have this flexible card coming out here, Cancer. This flexible card, it does have a lot of meanings, but to me this is just reminding you that you're going to have to bend in some ways, and that maybe feel a little bit uncomfortable, but you're being stretched. You're being stretched in order to strengthen you. And I know that sounds funny, but sometimes when we're put in uncomfortable positions, we're facing our fears. We're facing our fears and we're getting it over with. And it's allowing us to open up and do more in life. It's empowering us to do more, to be bolder and braver in life. So this being flexible, that's what the message is to me in this reading means. All right, so let's pull some tarot cards. All right. Let's see. I haven't used this deck a whole lot lately, and I always forget how thick these cards are. Yeah, so Six of Swords coming out. So you're focused on a loss, but you have the Knight of Cups, King of Wands, Temperance, and the Hanged Man. Alright, so you have the Hanged Man here. This is the card of the focal card of the tarot reading in this. Alright, so you have this Hanged Man here. This is like saying, you know, you feel like you're stuck. There's really nothing you can do. Alright, or you might be thinking, there's really nothing I can do. To me, I see this as a temporary moment in time for you. I kind of want to work backwards in this reading for a minute, for a reason, because you feel like you've been stuck for so long that it's really uncomfortable for you, and it's growing to be it's kind of, you're growing really tired of it. And the Temperance card is here, reminding you there's just unfinished business. There's things that have to complete. There's cycles that have to wrap up, and there are some circumstances in your life that have cycles within cycles, you know. So there is a whole number of things that could be going on in your life. Apply this for your situation how you will, if this reading is for you, and you claim it. So this Temperance card is reminding you there's just some unfinished business. There's some forces at work in your life that really aren't for you to try and manipulate and control. You have the elements here, and the most pointedly, I want to say, is the fire and the water. So you have the passion and the emotion in this, and so there's just a lot going on. You have to let these elements kind of balance out in your life, and they're just things that you have to let play out. And it's reminding you to also to bring your emotional level down a little bit, to not let yourself get carried away, because this is going to end. This is saying this is going to end. There is an end in sight, but you just might be growing a little nauseated by it. You know, I've been there. You know, I've been through a 4-year struggle that I thought never was going to end, and it turned out incredible in the end. Okay, so you have the Seven of Swords here. So you know, you're focused on a loss, or you're experiencing some kind of loss. That loss could be a divorce, it could be a lawsuit, it could be a family dispute, it could be anything. It could be something that is very troubling and causing a lot of turmoil in your life, or it could be some kind of betrayal that just cut really deep. And so you're focused on the loss. All right, it's almost feeling like somebody took your peace of mind, or they may have literally taken some things that belong to you. But you have the Knight of Cups here. So this, you know, this Seven of Swords is going into mid-February, but the Knight of Cups here is to, you know, it's here to quench that Seven of Swords. It's here to kind of tame that and push that out of your life, because the Knight of Cups here is all about you know, fulfillment coming into your life, and that there is this realization that there are some good things beginning to happen. You just have to wait out the duration for now. And you have the King of Wands here. There is a point in time here in January going into February where the things that you've been waiting for to happen, the shift that you've been waiting for, is going to happen. You have the King of Wands here, and I do feel like this actually represents you in a sense, the persona of the King of Wands, because you've become very passionate about what you want in your life, and you're waiting for your moment, your calling, to move forward. So this message to you, Cancer, is Spirit's reminding you that in that having to be flexible and stretched, and I feel like you're in uncomfortable positions, it's because it's in that discomfort, it's strengthening you, and it's conditioning you, and it's going to benefit you down the road. Even though some of these things feel like they're uncomfortable right now, it's like reminding you that there is hope, and there is a big hope and a promise coming through for you, and this synchronicity is speaking to you. If that's you, just remember that you are being watched over. Your path is being carefully planned and guided, and you are not forgotten about. I do feel like you start to go from the Seven of Swords, this feeling of disruption and loss and betrayal, to the Knight of Cups. So you are on the move. At some point in late January, you're on the move. You're moving towards something that you love very much, and in that is like this, you're being triggered to take action, but you do have an awareness of this hanged man situation, and you might actually need to be reminded that you can cut yourself down. You don't have to hang here anymore. This is just, I think some of you have been conditioned. You've been there so long, you almost feel like you're still stuck and there's nothing you can do. Just let temperance come into the picture and wrap up the things that you can't control, and to keep your emotions in check and not to get overrun with emotions, because you do have some very good things going on in your life. You just have to remember here, you just have to remember that this is temporary. So there is a shift here, a shift from the Seven of Swords to this Knight of Cups, which probably represents you, and the King of Wands, the persona that you take on, which is all about taking action, making a plan, getting ready to put that plan into action. And just remember that you fought the good fight, and the battle's really over. It's just all preparation to move on. Okay, so if this reading was for you, let me know. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. If it wasn't for you, just drop it. All right, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get updates from me when I put out new videos. Don't be a stranger, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Thank you for stopping by.